Think you know your UK road signs inside out? Let's find out. In this quiz, we're putting your knowledge to the test with 40 of the most essential signs every driver should recognize. From warnings you can't afford to miss to everyday signs you might overlook, it's time to check if you're truly road ready. Grab a notepad, keep count as you go, and let us know your score in the comments once you've completed the challenge. Question 1. Can you identify the sign that shows a staggered crossroads is coming up? The answer is C. Question 2. Which sign warns cyclists about a dedicated traffic light for them? The answer is A. Question 3. Which sign indicates that a bay is for loading and unloading only? The answer is C. Question 4. Which one is the standard stop sign used at junctions? The answer is D. Question 5. Which sign tells drivers that lane 1 is closed ahead? The answer is A. Question 6. Which sign warns of small wild animals potentially crossing the road? The answer is B. Question 7. Can you find the sign that warns of a steep downhill slope ahead? The answer is B. Question 8. Which sign alerts drivers to be cautious of horses or riders? The answer is C. Question 9. Which sign indicates there's a dip in the road coming up? The answer is A. Question 10. Which sign warns of a railway crossing without gates or barriers? The answer is B. Question 11. Which sign shows that the road doesn't go through? The answer is D. Question 12. Which sign indicates a route reserved only for buses and trams? The answer is B. Question 13. Which sign gives your traffic priority over oncoming vehicles? The answer is A. Question 14. Which sign warns that icy conditions may lie ahead? The answer is D. Question 15. Which sign shows that slow-moving, animal-drawn vehicles may be ahead? The answer is D. Question 16. Which sign points to a tourist site coming up at the next junction? The answer is C. Question 17. Which sign marks an emergency diversion route with a hollow square symbol? The answer is D. Question 18. Which sign shows a bus lane that flows against the normal traffic direction? The answer is B. Question 19. Which sign alerts that lanes 2 and 3 are closing soon? The answer is A. Question 20. Which of these signs indicates no vehicles are allowed to enter? The answer is C. Question 21. Which sign shows there's a roundabout 300 yards ahead? The answer is D. Question 22. Which sign tells you that a motorway junction leads to a nearby town or region? The answer is B. Question 23. Which sign shows where you can find tourist information services? The answer is A. Question 24. Which sign points you toward a motorway at an upcoming junction? The answer is C. Question 25. Which sign prohibits vehicles carrying flammable liquids? The answer is A. Question 26. Which sign shows that bike parking is available at the next junction? The answer is B. Question 27. Which sign indicates a pedestrian crossing ahead? The answer is A. Question 28. Which sign designates a path shared by both pedestrians and cyclists? The answer is D. Question 29. Which sign shows the first countdown marker to a level crossing? The answer is C. Question 30. Which sign shows tourist attractions accessible via the upcoming motorway exit? The answer is A. Question 31. Which sign warns of multiple bends coming up in the road? The answer is B. Question 32. Can you spot the sign that shows the maximum speed allowed? The answer is D. Question 33. Which sign recommends a main road cycling route? The answer is C. Question 34. Which sign indicates a designated parking area? The answer is B. Question 35. Which sign points to a nearby campsite or caravan area? The answer is D. Question 36. Which sign allows vehicles to park partly on the roadside verge? The answer is B. Question 37. Which sign warns about loose stones or chippings on the road? The answer is B. Question 38. Which sign warns drivers about possible snowdrifts ahead? The answer is D. Question 39. Which sign shows a parking space set aside for disabled drivers? The answer is D. Question 40. Which sign warns of a nearby quay or riverbank edge? The answer is A. Great job making it to the end of this challenge. Knowing these essential road signs isn't just about passing your test. It's about staying safe, confident, and sharp every time you're behind the wheel. If you found this quiz helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're ready for the next test. And we'll see you in the next round. Drive safe.